Hey guys, so today we are going to be building an AI data analyst, which is a WhatsApp agent. This data analyst will give you reports on your WhatsApp on your data. So this tutorial is beginner friendly. So if you are new to building AI agent, this will definitely help you. Call it a mini AI analyst because it is not ambiguous. But if you want an ambiguous and a complex data analyst that can do up to 80% of what a human data analyst can do, use the link in the description to book a call with me and we can discuss AI solution tailored to your business. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. It doesn't bite. I drop videos a lot about tech and AI, so don't miss my videos by not subscribing. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell and share this video with someone you think might need this. So let me show you how this AI data analyst works. So this is the AI agent, in other words our AI data analyst, and this is what we are just going to be building. This one here is more like sending weekly report automatically based on the last 7 days, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to explain how it is. If you want more in-depth tutorial of how to build an AI data analyst that can do up to 80 to 90% of what a human AI data analyst can do, book a call with me and we are going to discuss you moving forward. For this mini AI data analyst, we are going to send a message and it's going to use Google Sheet as the tools and also use OpenAI to draft the message and send the message back to the user. So what we're going to be using in this tutorial is majorly WhatsApp. Setting up your WhatsApp, it's a bit of a long process, which I'm going to walk you through, and also have your OpenAI chat model, open your OpenAI API, and also Google Sheets data of sales records and all. Yeah, and also let me show you how it works and what I've used it to do. So I'm just going to go on WhatsApp and show you the chat I've had with it. So this is the AI data analyst. So I said, which platform did we sell the most? It told me, based on our sales, what can we do better? It gave me a lot of insights on what can be done better. Now let me just send a message. How many sales? So let me just try to send a message to it. Before then, I will need to execute the workflow from here. So I'm going to send a message. How many sales did we make in August? So I'm just going to wait for it to give me a response. So now it says in August, there was one sale recorded. The sale was on August 15. The product sold was unique Sole Swags dot. Quantity sold was 1. Let me know if you want details on the revenue or any other metrics for August. So that is our AI data analyst working right there. And truly, the sale in August is just one, August 15. So it went through the data and it saw the one sale that we had in August, right? So that's how it works. So moving on to building this particular AI data analyst, create a new workflow in your NA10. So the first thing you want to do is to have a WhatsApp trigger such that when you send a message to it, it responds back to you based on the data. And to set that up, you need a Facebook account, number one. You need a Facebook account. So if you don't have a Facebook account, please kindly open one. It is very, very important to get your WhatsApp up and running if you want to build a WhatsApp agent, right? So the first thing is to go click on the first step and search for WhatsApp Business Cloud. WhatsApp Business Cloud. Click on this and then click on messages. That means once a message enters, you get it. Once a message enters, you get it. So that's what it means. Now to connect your WhatsApp, you need a client ID and a client secret. Now, how do you get this? First thing you need to do is to go on business.facebook.com. Once you go on business.facebook.com, so once you go on business.facebook.com, you need to log in your profile. In my case, I have logged in as Grace Ajagbe. This is just a Facebook account I opened just to build WhatsApp agents. So that's why there's no picture. So it has Grace Ajagbe. So there will be an option for you to create a business portfolio. In this case, I've already created one, but I'm going to walk you through on how to create one. Create a business portfolio. The reason for this is when you want to create your app on Facebook, the app that will give you the phone number and how to set up the phone number of for your WhatsApp agent, you need a business portfolio. So that is why we are first creating a business portfolio. So click on create business portfolio. Put the name of your business. Put your first name, put your surname, and put the business email. To be honest, you don't need at so. You can use at gmail.com. So let me put Tech with Grace. Let me just put Tech with Grace. Right? First name is Grace. Last name is Ajagbe. And then email is, let me just use this one so I can create it. And the beautiful thing is you don't exactly need to verify the business before you use the WhatsApp feature there. So then you click on next. If you want to add another person to it, you can add it. Then you click on next. You click on confirm. So once you click on confirm, you would have your business. Once you click on confirm, you have your business created. The next thing you want to do now is to go on developers.facebook.com. That is where we are going to be creating our Facebook app. That's where we are going to be creating our application. So what do you want to do? Build with us. We are going to be building a WhatsApp agent. So click on WhatsApp. For me, I've already logged in. So once you logged in, if you want to read the docs for creating a WhatsApp agent or a WhatsApp business platform, you can go through the get started. But for me, I'll just click up my apps. So under my apps, I have the app already created here. So once you click on create app or you want to create your first app, you will see this, you will not have any app. So to create an app now, you need to click on create app. So how does create app work? It's just more like this is the app that will be connected to your WhatsApp business number. So it is this app that the WhatsApp agent will be running on. So the app name, I've created a data analyst before. So let me just create data analyst 2. And then I use the app contact email. So now the use cases for the app, sometimes it's advised to choose everything so that there's no restriction. But for this case, we just want to build a WhatsApp data analyst, which is more like connecting to yourself, to your business, or to customers through WhatsApp. So let's just click WhatsApp, connect with customers through WhatsApp alone. Now, which business? So which business we should be connected to this? Now, as you can see, there are two businesses here. We are just going to click on this one for the business. And this is why creating that first business is very important, because you cannot go ahead without connecting it with a business portfolio. So the next thing is to check the requirement, no requirement. Now you see the overview. Once you see the overview, you can click on go to dashboard. Once you click on go to dashboard, now it's asking me for my password, so I'm just going to input my password before we move forward. You go to the application dashboard. Now, as you can see, the application dashboard for Data Analyst 2 is here. These are the other apps I've created. So now, what we need to get, according to our N8N, is the client ID and the client secret, right? So, to get our client ID and our client secret, we are going to click on App Settings and click on Basic. So once you click on Basic, you are going to see your app ID and your app secret. So you are going to copy this and paste it where it's asking for client ID. You're going to paste it here. And then you are going to open your app secret. I'm going to copy it and paste it when it says client secret. Once it's pasted, it will tell you connection tested successfully. So once that is connected, the next thing is to bring up an AI agent node. So if you watch my last tutorial on building a LinkedIn agent, I actually explained this node carefully. So if you've not watched that tutorial, it will be good for you to watch it. But for the AI agent, it needs a prompt for it to work, right? That is only normal. It needs a prompt for it to work. And the prompt that needs, for this case, the prompt it needs is the message from the user, which we'll be getting from this WhatsApp trigger. All right. So it is the message from the user, which we'll be getting from this WhatsApp trigger. So you might be wondering, how do I know the number to message? Which number can I message? So if you go on your developer.facebook.com, if you click on use cases, and you click on customize for your use cases, now click on API setup. So in the API setup, Facebook had already given you a test number, and you can add phone number that you want to be messaging for it to give you the analysis or the report that you want it to give. But we are going to be using the Facebook test number. So this is the number you are going to message. And now the message that will be sent back to you, it needs to know the number that is sending the message to, right? So you are going to put your phone number there. In my case, I already added my phone number and I chose my phone number. But for your case, you might need to manage phone number list and add your phone number or the phone number of anybody that you want them to use this particular AI agent. If you want it to be used by customers or you don't know their numbers, you want to be added, that is a more advanced setting for a WhatsApp agent. But for this case, we are hard coding the numbers so that the agent can know that the number is already added on the Facebook developer application, right? So this is the phone number that the message will be sent to. So now, if we run this particular node and let's try to send a message to that particular number. Okay, so we've sent a message to the number. Let's see. Now it's already run successfully. As you can see, my name is Grace, my phone number, and the message is okay. Amazing. So now we have our message. Now in this case, so that would give us the prompt that we will put on the AI agent. Like I said earlier, I explained this node carefully. So if you want to understand this node properly, check my last tutorial on building a LinkedIn agent. So now, but for this case, it's asking that what will be the source of our prompt. In our case, we'll be defining below. And what we'll be using for it is the body. That means the message that you send to it will be the prompt, will be what we prompt it, right? So that is it. Then the next thing to do for our AI agent, when it comes to AI agent, there is a chat model required, there are tools required, there's a memory required. But for each different cases you need to build an AI agent is what you need for different AI agent build. Most of the time you definitely need a chat model because you need something to send a message, right? Or craft a message. Okay. So most of the time you need a chat model, and most of the time you also need a tool. It's not all the time that you need a memory. But if you are building like a chatbot or something and you want it to remember past conversations, memory is very, very important. And even for this data analyst, you can add a memory for more advanced data analysis such that it remembers the previous discussion, what you discussed about, the previous report, and a lot more like that. And it can give more continuous and like compare last week result to this week result and many more, right? So for this chat model, we'll be using OpenAI chat model. Now to connect the OpenAI chat model, you need your OpenAI API key. you need your OpenAI API key. Now to get that, go on platform.openai and search for API keys. Once you search for, okay, let me log in. Search for API keys, click on create new key. Once you generate it, copy it and paste it here. And once it's done, it's connected successfully. So that is what we'll be using, our API key. In this case, unlike the LinkedIn agent, we don't exactly require a specific output format. But if you want it to send you a message in a specific way, you can definitely require it and provide the output format for it. And in this case, also, we don't need a memory. Like I said, this is just a mini AI data analyst. But we need a tool. And the tool we are going to be using is our Google Sheet, which is our database. You can also use Airtable as your database or any database that you have. So we'll be using our Google Sheet, and then we'll be using a calculator tool, which will be the one to calculate in terms of cost, profit, and all of those things. Now, Google Sheet. Go on your Google Sheet and create a sheet, fill it up with dummy data, just for the sake of this AI agent. In my case, I add a dummy data here and I just put different dates: March, April, May, June, August, October, and all of those things. So have a dummy data. It doesn't have to be exactly the header that I have here, but these things are important. The date, they're important. The platform, they're important. The status of that order, they are also important. And note that it is not, this AI data analysis is not restricted to just e-commerce businesses. No, it can definitely be used for any data report. That's one thing you need to know. But anyway, product name, quantity, color, that's for me. But the date, the platform, the status, the product name, the quantity, or any other relevant information are very, very important, right? So I've already created this. So go ahead, you can pause this video to populate your own Google Sheet and then move from there. Now, after populating your Google Sheet, all you need to do is now to add the tool here, Google Sheet tool. So search for Google Sheet tool, click on Google Sheet tool. Now, all the information from our WhatsApp trigger is still there, working perfectly fine, right? So now our Google Sheet, to connect your Google Sheet, you just need to connect your Google account that the Google Sheet is on. So just click on sign in with Google and click on the email. So once it says connection successful, close this and come back. So now it's connected. So tools description, set it automatically. Resource, sheet within the document, because we need the sheet. The sheet is what we need, not document. Now operation is to get row. That's the operation we want it to do, to get the rows, right? And also the column, but is majorly combined with get rows. And now the document or the sheet, I know some of you might have a lot of sheets, so it brings up the list of sheets you have. So click on the one that you already created and click on the sheet under that sheet. You know, Google Sheet, you can create multiple sheets under one sheet, right? So that sounds funny. Okay, so click on that sheet and then it is connected. Now this filter, we are going to use it in our next tool. Now we want, also note something, always name your node. It is very, very important. So this one is get all data. This is what this Google Sheet is for, right? So we are also going to add another Google Sheet that filter by product name and also Google Sheet that filter by platform. That's the platform tool. So you can also add another one that filters by status. So we just want to add those ones so that when we ask specific question about product name, about platform, about status, it can generate it, right? So just go ahead to add another Google Sheet tool. The Google account is already connected, so just go on and do. So I'm going to add filter, and the filter I want to add is the product name, and allow the AI to define it automatically by the model. So I'm going to rename this to filter by product name. Okay. Also, you are going to add another one to filter by platform. For me, if you have status in your own data, you can tell it to filter by status. Right. Sales log. Sheet. Now platform. Okay. And then we save it. Okay. Please note that I set it to automatic. So this one is filter by platform. Okay. Amazing. Then the last tool we'll be adding is the calculator that can calculate whatever needs to be calculated, basically. So calculator, we bringing it in. The calculator node does not have any parameters. It just calculates by the name. Right. So now we've added all our tools. We've added our chat model. Now let's run this node and see the response AI will give us with our hello. Majorly. So it said, hello, I can now assist you today. Now, our AI agent is not complete. This one is just giving response and it's just acting on its own. So how can our AI agent be complete? It is by giving it a prompt, right? What is this AI agent? What does it stand for? What does it do? So the prompt is very important so that it knows what it does. Give it a role. So the role is that so I'm just going to copy and paste the prompt I already have here so that I don't type it. So I'm going to tell it that you are an AI data analyst. You can even remove the AI. You are an expert data analyst specializing in business performance, or if you want it tailored to small business performance, right? You analyze data, detect pattern, and summarize key insights. When you identify issues, propose clear data-driven actions with metrics. Always include reasoning in concise bullet points. So now if you execute this step with this prompt, let's see what it gives us. I mean, it's only right that it gives a better. So now you see that, hello, can I assist you with your small business data analysis today? So now if I remove small business, you can just say, can I assist you with your business data analysis today or something? How can I assist you with your business performance today? Do you have specific data questions you would like me to analyze? Yeah. So if we go ahead to, now let me go ahead to ask it a question based on our Google Sheets data. Now, let me, based on sales in this October, right? What can we do to sell more for the rest of October? So I'm going to send this and we are going to go ahead and see it working. So now it's generating the message and Now let's see our response. Sales data for October shows this key point. Large quantity sales for custom design t-shirts, 40 units, and tote bag 100 units on October 9 and 10. Moderate sales in hoodies and all of that with business logos and wall frame. Platforms like WhatsApp are used for some of these sales. Recommendations to increase sales for October. It gave me the recommendation. It says, let me just put it in a table. It says promote bulk and custom orders more actively as seen with high quantities on October 9 and 10. Use WhatsApp. Now it has given me analysis, giving me insight on what I can do better to make more sales for the rest of October based on simple, right? And now the next thing we just want to do to finalize this our mini data analyst is to be able to send this message it has generated here to send it back to you. All right. For anybody that is not technical, they can't definitely be coming on here to be checking the insights, right? So click on WhatsApp Business Cloud. WhatsApp Business Cloud and send message. That is the action. So for this send message note for WhatsApp, the credentials are quite different. In this case, it needs the access token of that WhatsApp number and the business account ID. So to get that, go on your developers.facebook.com. So you see where you have access token, click on generate access token. This is a temporary access token just to build. Continue as Grace. Opt in for your WhatsApp, click on that or select it and continue, save, and it's going to generate the access token for you. So copy this access token and paste it here. Now, to get your business account ID, go back and copy this WhatsApp business account ID here. Put copy and put it here and click on connect. Once it's connected, it's going to show you connection tested successfully. WhatsApp is already connected and the resource is message, the operation is sent. So now it's going to ask you to select phone number, which is our test phone number. So select that. It's going to ask you to put the phone number, the recipient phone number. So put the exact number you put on Facebook. If your number does not have the country code, don't put it. But if it has the country code, put it. But most of the time, it always requires the country code, right? So I'm just going to put my number and then the text. So the message type is text. Now the text body will be the output from our AI agent. So once we execute this, I'm going to get the message on my WhatsApp. Can you see that? Metrics to monitor, quantity sold. And that is it. Right? And that is it. That is it. We have successfully built a mini AI data analyst. Right, like I said, this is just a mini. This is just like a small part of a data analyst. You can make it such a way that it sends weekly report based on the previous week's sales. You can make it such a way that it automatically generates report insight for you, for your business. It sends you a message. You can ask it any question based on your data at all, and it's going to provide it for you. Now, for the last time, let's just test our AI agent. Let's ask it, how do you think we are doing in this month of October compared to previous months, right? And let's send that. It's going to work it out. That is already working. And it's going to send me the message. For October, the total revenue so far is £733. So comparing this is to the previous month, March to August, where the total revenue is 335.62. Total revenue is substantially higher than the combined revenue. This indicates a strong sales performance in October. Key contributor to October higher revenue include large quantity sales of custom t-shirt and so on. If sustained, October revenue performance could signify a positive growth trend. Let me know if you want a more detailed breakdown or analysis. Now let's just ask a final question. How much are we made in total? Now, let me run it. How much have we made in total? Let me run it. So it's going to come back with a message for me. The total amount made from the recorded sales is $1,074. This total includes all recorded amounts paid. Some rows had missing payment data, which were considered as zero in this calculation. For more precise data, ensure all sales entry have complete payment information. Amazing! This is your AI data analyst. You might see the weekly report row I mentioned earlier, and I said I'm just going to explain how it works. I'm not going to be touching in depth in this tutorial. So let me just go through that. So now this weekly report is, I put a schedule node and I asked it to get our data and also filter it by the previous week. I also wrote a code. The code actually standardized the data, giving AI a more polished data instead of a rough overview of all the data. Imagine you have thousands of data. That would be so chaotic, right? So I use this code to just refine the data to only give it the last 7 days data, not all of the data, right? So this code is written to do that. And once I did that, I used an OpenAI model and gave it a prompt, gave it a system prompt, explain what it does. You're a business analyst, business data analyst, you do this, do that. And the user prompt, just for it to know that the weekly data, what it entails, and also the period that you should take the data from this to this, right? And send it as a message. Now, the message that will be sent to the user will be, here's your weekly business insight summary. So it's going to show the period and then the content from the previous note. So this way, the business gets weekly report every Monday by 9 a.m. on how their business has performed in the previous week. Sweet. So now we've come to the end of building our AI data analyst. If you have any question, put it in the comments. I'll be waiting to read your comments. So that will be all to building our mini AI data analyst. Like I said earlier, if you want this more tailored to your business, kindly use the link in the description to book a call with me. I also build other AI agents and AI solutions, not just AI agents, for businesses across the world. And if you also want trainings on how to use AI for social media, for media, for building automations, and many more that organizations now use AI for, I am your go-to. So use the link in the description to book that call. Book it now. If you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Subscribe right now. Subscribe right now, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video.